What up, peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. Hey. Another day with Mr. A. Happy A Day, y'all. Another one. Never gonna run out of material, guys. Never gonna run out of material because dudes are marrying these women in droves by the millions. So, again, there's nothing unique out here. They're all drinking from the same spiritual cup of lemmings, the same spiritual well of Babylon. So they're all connected. And dudes are marrying them by the thousands, by the millions, and their divorces are pending. We're going to do another one. This is a woman who's with a man for 2 years. She's going to say some things, and I'm going to have to cook. Before we do that, though, I'm going to set this up. Again, I'm just not getting on here spouting bull crap. We live in a society. What type of society we live in? Again, y'all call me Mr. Fundamentals, man. What type of society do we live in? We live in a society that has bent the knee to the Jezebel spirit. These women are following the propaganda, their choice. They're going to listen to social media. They're going to listen to other women. They're going to listen to everybody else but men. My black cat, they ain't listening to me. They're not listening to anybody in this space. They're going to follow suit. What type of society we live in? This type of society.
I was never giving my 20s to a man because I know the sacrifice that comes if you're an ambitious woman that wants a family. And I said, 20s, you can't have that. But 30s onwards, you can. Because by then, I know myself, met me, and you either accept me as I am or you hit the door.
What does giving your 20s to a man mean?
It means wrapping your whole identity around them before you know who you truly are. And they say your frontal lobe is still developing. How sure can you be about yourself? And sometimes you have to ask yourself, am I here for security? Am I here because I'm scared? And sometimes that is the case. You date people because maybe you want to be protected or you like relationships. The notion of settling down, just settle down, I still felt like I had so much life to live and so much to see. And I didn't want anyone to tell me, where are you going?
They're following this programming, guys, before they listen to my black ass. Or here we go right here. They love to talk like this.
Okay, we need to normalize the amount of people that women actually sleep with. I went on a first date with this guy last week, and he goes, yeah, I always judge a girl if she sleeps with me on the first date. I'm sorry, friend, but aren't you sleeping with her on the first date too? Somebody please tell me why it is okay for men to sleep with as many women as they want, but yet women cannot sleep with as many men as they want. I'm so confused as to why women are called sluts and men aren't.
I'm going to go ahead and break it down for you, you young 304 Padawan. We're going to break it down again. Why you should not be taking these women seriously after you've been all the streets in these streets getting all the sausages. Never give your 20s to a man. Comparing themselves to men, not men, but they're comparing themselves to low vibration hedonists. That's the type of men they're trying to be like. They ain't trying to be like Christ. You guys notice that? They ain't trying to be like Christ until after they've been used and abused and split open. Then they want to talk that crap. But preemptively, no, they ain't trying to be like they trying to be like the lowest common denominator of a man. That's what they trying to act like. We need to normalize the amount of bodies that women sleep with. Again, they out here getting their bottoms knocked out. They're being bound by other men, and then they want to sit up here and try to gaslight you dudes to take them seriously after the fact. And we about to play a clip. What happens when you take these women seriously after they've been cum dumps, after they've been reduced to being cum freaks? This is the society we live in. They try to gaslight you dudes, and your kids, your families are being affected by this. I love doing this, by the way. I love breaking it down. I love connecting the dots. The clips are ready. The clips are ready because I like doing this. Again, you guys aren't doing anything new out here. You're marrying non-virgin women. They all connected to, again, is this moral? Is this moral? Is this ethical? Again, don't give your 20s to a man. What type of men are they dealing with? What did my boys say?
Out there, this statement cannot be magnified enough. You are who you fuck.
Dudes do not ask the tough questions. Again, they gaslight men to make you guys feel like pieces of shit for questioning a woman's past. Newsflash for you, she's 28 plus in this society we live in. She's already had her bottom knocked out. You dudes are romantic. That's the problem. You men are romantic. That's it. You guys are romantic. You guys are more so romantic than women. You can't nice your way into this. You can't fuck them into submission, guys. Once they've been out there in the streets getting throttled, it's over, man. They got the power tools, those emotions and stuff. Again, it's over, man. This is why, and this brought talking about normalized body count. Seriously, y'all taking, and again, you guys are doing it in record numbers. But again, this is why this stuff matters, bro. You are who you fornicate with. What kind of guys are they flocking towards? Are they flocking towards godly men, or are they flocking towards the opposite? Rhetorical question. Where is it at? Where is it at? Here we go. Again, I have to use this. This is gold. I love doing it, bro.
Get it as much as somebody who's over 27, right? But understand this right here. Guys shame me for not being direct with this. I wouldn't get no ass if I didn't come up with my catchphrase about I'm open to it if the right person comes along, but I don't rush. Guys, I would never get no ass because every goddamn girl is stating this shit from the get-go now.
Guys, you taking these women seriously after they've been cum dumps of chaos, guys. We're about to play a clip on it. It don't work. It doesn't work. I don't know why. Dudes got to learn the hard way, man. Dudes got to learn the hard way.
Bitch wrote a book that's very popular called Hardball that basically teaching women how to be direct and ask this shit on the first date. I ain't gonna be no ethical motherfucker around here jerking off every night with my ethicals. Oh, fuck that bullshit. So you goddamn right. I'ma keep screaming their ass on until they put me in the ground. You goddamn right. Moral motherfuckers.
I love it, y'all. I love it. And again, ain't nobody hating. I talk through. I connect the dots over here. This is the energy. This is what they're flocking towards. This is who's imprinting them. This is the energy. And then you dudes want to sit up here and just turn it on. And you think you can just turn it on and turn it off? It doesn't work like that. It's just sex really screwed the society up. It's just sex. That really got y'all by the balls, bro. You really think you can turn this stuff on and turn it off? You can't. You can't, bro. Told you, man, we setting this up, bro. This is why I go in. This is why this stuff matters. This is why normalizing body count is foolish. This is why you can't take these women seriously that's been in these streets getting throttled. You something to play with, not to stay with. Dudes is wiping them up left and right. Let me just go in. It's a minute. I'm gonna let the whole thing play, and we're just gonna pick it apart bit by bit. Again, I like being vindicated. The bottle's been knocked out. You can't take them seriously. You can click off of me. Yes, dudes are in denial about the imprint, y'all. It's just sex. There is no God. It's just music. Your kids are suffering from this because you refuse to ask the tough questions. You lie to yourself. You gotta lie to yourself to get the woman. You can't even be yourself to get her. You gotta be just as fake as she is. And how's that working out for the majority of guys?
Married?
Yeah.
You were married?
I was married. I was a married woman.
What? How long are y'all
They're
married?
just up there smiling and thinking it's funny, bro. They think this shit is funny, bro. The la-la world. My bad. You know what? We'll let it play.
Not long, probably 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Such a great guy, amazing guy. Like,
Are we seeing the common denominator, y'all? Another one. Great guy, an amazing guy.
but we just didn't want the same things in life.
Okay.
He was okay with just love and, you know, going to church and having a family, going to work and raising kids. And
You
I was
feel like you
I
wanted
want more.
way more. Yeah,
want
I get
more.
that.
And I shouldn't feel bad for wanting more.
Did you feel like you knew y'all weren't on the same page before you walked down the aisle? So why'd you do it? What was the
That's
reason?
a lot of pressure.
Okay.
When a man proposes to a woman, that's a lot. And in front of people,
I don't want to let my community down. They thought this was beautiful.
look, like, I gotta say yes. After that situation, I'm gonna tell you what you don't want to hear. Because someone should have told me.
Oh,
And I'm not gonna put that responsibility on them. But if someone would have been like, hey girl,
this ain't.
you're not even happy right now.
He was happy.
Yeah.
Man.
And that makes it harder,
Yeah.
you know, because you're like, you have someone that loves you. But at the end of the day, love is not enough.
Well, I tell you, man,
Why don't you purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka?
I'll let the whole thing play, man. I gotta break this down bit by bit, man. She said a lot in that minute, man. 2 years, and she knew exactly what this guy was before he even came up to her. I keep telling you, most of you dudes fail fresh out the gate. Why? Because she's already been imprinted by. Is that moral? Is that ethical? Don't give your 20s to a man. We need to normalize the amount of bodies that women sleep with. Again, guys, this is this is diabolical, bro. Cause y'all, I'm telling you, man, you guys, the kids are being affected by this, bro. And again, man, right here.
And here's a secret that many guys don't know, especially in today's day and age, is that women love nice guys. We may not understand how much we love and appreciate them until we're a little older, and we've gotten that sort of asshole phase out of our systems. I'd say by our late 20s, early 30s, early 30s, our systems. I'd say by our late 20s, early 30s.
I was never giving my 20s to a man because I know the sacrifice that comes if you're an ambitious woman that wants a family. And I said, 20s, you can't have that. But 30s onwards, you can. Because
20s or I'd say by our late 20s, early 30s is we're just exhausted by the jerks and we have no time in our lives anymore for them. So we really start looking for men who we know will be great long-term partners, aka nice guys, right? And that's you.
You winner! Guys, I don't think y'all appreciate this demonic indoctrination. This woman is literally telling you, she's offering you some Pookie, Ted Bundy, Richard Ramirez imprinted, stretched out, worn out peace sleeve, and acting like she's doing you a favor. I don't think you guys really appreciate the words that just came out of my mouth right there. This woman is bound to another man and up here presenting herself like she's doing you a favor. And I can't give you men a pass on this. I might have mentioned a few times that I might not have had sex on this channel. 45 ain't had sex yet. How you dudes, I can tell you a couple, 3 things, how y'all hype it up and y'all try to project. You dudes don't help in this regard. So much so, this woman is offering you some ran through peace sleeve like she's doing you a favor. You cannot take these women seriously. This is why you cannot take them seriously after they already had their bottoms knocked out. And again, the romantic programming, bro.
He doesn't do this. Well, has he ever did it? No, but I always just thought my husband was your husband or this man. So are you getting to know who you with? Or are you making this man fit this fairy tale ideology that doesn't even exist anyways? And so women come and lead with fit this, or you have no value.
Again, guys, you tired of hearing me talking about this, you can click off. Man, my stance has been the same since 2017, my whole freaking life. I love being vindicated. I love breaking this down because dudes don't want to accept this reality. It's just sex. It ain't no God. Man, y'all are suffering because of this. I don't want to question her past. This was before I knew her. You better. And again, there ain't really no question because again, 28 plus, and she's still out here in these streets. She's already gone. I don't know what you dudes are on out here, man.
Men come in and go, all right, I'm here, and I'm gonna learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. So for me, it's helped me break down what all of my clients know. Y'all know I call it the fairy tale ideology. And I'm not exaggerating, Cam. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office, exaggerating, Cam. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office, exaggerating, Cam. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office, I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology.
That's coming from a woman. Yo. Like, what is the disconnect, gentlemen? You dudes are romantic. Y'all are romantic. You don't want to hear this. You clicking off. Don't want to like the video. Running away. have fun. Your kids are suffering. Your families are suffering. This stuff matters. We need to normalize the amount of bodies women can sleep with. I don't want to give her 20s to a man while she's up here getting, is that ethical? Is that moral? You moral motherfuckers. They're already gone, bro. They gone, man.
Nice guy with a
wrong one. That one's coming.
You remembers. That's why I was saying the other show, don't let every man hit the bottom of your vagina, the root of your vagina.
They don't know about the bottom. They don't know about the bottom.
Yeah, that bottom one. But see, every man may not know because he might not have a penis to really know how to hit that bottom.
Doesn't matter. That does not matter. I'm going. Every time she say that, I get new people listening. Again, that does not matter. Do not psych yourselves out. That doesn't matter. The problem is dudes are dealing with women who they don't like. The women don't like. You, if she likes you, that shit don't matter, bro. Now, I've had women confirm this too, by the way. You ain't had sex yet. How do you know? First of all, life's about choices and trade-offs. One of the trade-offs I got for not sticking my Johnson in these Jezebels, high-level wisdom and insight. I've deduced this on my own. I can feel. You can just feel it. Man, you're dealing with women that don't like you, bro. They like dick just as. She about to talk about how into it. They like it just as much as y'all want them touching on your Johnson. The problem is y'all are dealing with women who don't like you, and you dudes can't accept that reality. And we're gonna get to a solution, but you guys aren't gonna do it because it's gonna cost you the woman. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. You can avoid what this guy's going through, what so many men are going through, but you got to be honest up front, and it's going to cost you the woman. You dudes, bro. You dudes, man. I tell you, man. Y'all, man.
Or had a lift to hit that bottom and work that middle with a woman. She spread her legs wide and she started screaming and saying, "Yeah, daddy, that's it." Or she might start cursing or screaming out all types of profanities because he done hit the bottom. And now her mind, she insane. Her mind ain't good because the penis done ejaculated all in her brain. And she insane. Her mind ain't good because the penis done ejaculated all in. And now her mind, she insane. Her mind ain't good because the penis done ejaculated all in her brain.
I love this.
And I took the easy way out, which was, okay, what's the next dick? Because there's always going to be, dicks. You feel? A dick is like an oxy. Makes you forget about the pain from your last relationship, and you just need more oxys. You feel? When you do that a lot, it really fucks up your mind. You feel? When you do that a lot, it really fucks up your mind. You feel? When you do that a lot, it really fucks up your mind.
They're telling themselves, I got so much information, I don't even got to say anything anymore. I'm going to let the women tell y'all. Since y'all rolling your eyes at me and getting upset with me, stop being a loser denial, y'all. Do not be in loser denial about this, bro.
Are you in loser denial or something?
I had a bad case of loser denial myself. Till a lacrosse team stuck a parking cone up my ass.
Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta swallow this black pill, man. Come on, man. Y'all romantic. You dudes are romantic out here, man. I'm up here walking around here at section. I'm not even romantic as you guys are. And I can play that romance shit if I really want to. Come on, man. Let's be real out here, y'all.
Because those men, 9 out of 10 don't really give a fuck about you.
Moral motherfuckers.
She's gone crazy. So you don't let every man hit your bottom and your body remembers it.
Your body remembers it, bro. Again, you guys, when she's out here in the streets, not giving her 20s to a man, this stuff matters. And this heifer talk about, so we need to normalize the amount of bodies that women sleep with. Are you effing kidding me? The reason why you can't do that is because your monkey ass is going to want somebody to take you seriously when you start pushing 30. And then you're going to be telling these gump ass men that you can turn it on and turn it off. You can't do it, y'all. It doesn't work like that, bro.
I do this for the excitement of it all. When I'm out doing these things, I completely block out being a wife, being a mother. It's just completely gone in my mind. I do this for the excitement of it all. When I'm out doing these things, I completely block out being a wife, being a mother. It's just completely gone in my mind. I do this for the excitement of it all. When I'm out doing these things, I completely block out being a wife, being a mother. It's just completely gone in my mind.
You can't turn this shit on or turn it off. Once they're in these streets, it's over. Game over, bro. Yes, it's just that black and white. You can sit up there and try to make excuses. Y'all gonna gamble on this? You're gonna gamble your legacy? You're gonna gamble your kingdom on this, bro? Better than me.
Your desire to be with lots of women you don't have that same desire as us, huh? So it's people that sit up and say, man, he lying, but they don't understand the concept of how powerful spiritually sleeping with people are, right? That's why so many people cheat. They've slept with so many people. So they have this desire to sleep with new people. That's more fulfilling than sex itself.
This is why your penis size and stuff don't matter once he's already been on a CC. It doesn't matter. The desire of sleeping with new partners, the new experiences, the new thrills, that trumps all. That's why you can't. None of that shit really matters, bro. You can't take them seriously long term.
Just sleeping with somebody new. So when you taint yourself like that, that's a demon. That's what you battle with. That's like a vice.
And y'all are wifing them up. And this is why they get on these platforms talking like this. You did everything right, and it still wasn't enough. And again, you are who you fornicate with. Two become one. Two become one. Two become one. Is this moral? Is this ethical? Two become one, you moral motherfuckers. I'm completely indifferent, by the way. Again, I've always been able to see this, so this is
just like a man will put a woman over doggy style, or maybe it's being seduced. She been seduced. He breaking her down, man. He is screwing her into submission. He's screwing her into slavery by using the penis as a weapon to break her ass down. Then she's working it just for her benefit. But when a woman is really liking his vagina is, who it belong to? Scream in the man's name. Then she let him know she coming. When she coming, she hollering. She calling for him. Man, this stuff is programmed all up in this woman's vagina, rectum, uterus.
You don't turn this off. This is why this stuff matters. We need to normalize the amount of bodies women sleep with. This is why. This is why. Then you think you can turn it off, and then these dudes be believing you. Oh, she said she was.
All up in this mind right here, and that will actually bind her, actually reduce her to a calm-free, and that will actually bind her, and that will actually bind her.
You guys are dealing with women who've already been married. Dudes don't want to hear this, man, and it's costing you. Y'all kids are being affected. Your daughters are whores and your sons are limp-wristed.
And when you meet a nice man, you wouldn't even realize, oh, like this is real love, and you will fuck that up too.
Married?
Yeah.
You were married?
I was married. I was a married woman.
What? How long y'all married?
Not long, probably 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Such a great guy, amazing guy. Like,
it's not enough. It's not enough.
But we just didn't want the same things in life.
Okay.
Why did you accept the marriage? Guys, they don't care about y'all, bro.
He was okay with just love and, going to church and having a family, going to work and raising kids. And I was like, I'm okay with just love and, going to church and having a family, going to work and raising kids. And I was like, he was okay with just love and, going to church and having a family, going to work and raising kids. And I was like,
a normal, just being married and just having a normal, quiet life? That's the problem?
Like this is real love. You wouldn't even realize. To meet a nice man, you wouldn't even realize, oh, like this is real love, and you will fuck that up too. Realize, oh, like this is real love, and you will fuck that up too.
Guys, I mean, whether you believe in the Bible or not, but the Adam and Eve parable, she had paradise. There was no issues until there was. Same thing, y'all. There's no issues here, but she's creating the issues. Is this moral? Is this ethical?
More love and, was okay with just love and, going to church and having a family, going to work and raising kids. And I was like, I want more.
More. Yeah, I get that.
And
I want more. Bottoms damaged. Already bound. Power of the sex force. The new bodies become greater than the sex itself. You don't turn this on and turn this off. This is why you can't take them seriously after the fact. This is why you cannot take them seriously after the fact. Did that video the other day. Only a clown takes them seriously. You get reduced to a loaf of bread. This dude got down on one knee and proposed. And
Shouldn't feel bad for wanting more.
Did you feel like you knew y'all weren't on the same page before you walked down the aisle?
She said, yep.
So why'd you do it? What was the
That's
reason?
a lot of pressure.
Okay.
When I'm wanting more.
Did you feel like you knew y'all weren't on the same page before you walked down the aisle?
Yep.
So why'd you do it? What was the
They see you coming a mile away. She knew before that dude even got down on one knee like a Mr. Simp Hank Hill that he didn't match the imprint because she's already bound to another man. They see you guys coming a mile away. That's why I said, that's why these courses, these dating coaches are failing, because they're already married to the immoral Ted Bundys who you guys try to emulate. The immoral, you moral motherfuckers. They're already bound to these guys. That's why most of them don't believe in God. That's why the women that they fuck don't believe in God. Y'all all belong together, by the way. You are who you have sex with, man.
Oh, fuck that bullshit. So you goddamn right. I'ma keep screaming their ass on until I goddamn they put me in the ground. You goddamn right. Moral motherfuckers.
That's the energy, y'all.
How would you make a guy wait before you give it up to him?
Depends on the guy. Depends on if I like him or if I'm physically attracted to him and the energy is there and I think it's mutual and I feel as though there's respect, it could be sooner than later.
The energy has to be there as well, y'all.
But if I feel as though this is somebody who is a long play, like you can kind of gauge that. Like initially you're like, okay, you're just short term, or no, you actually have qualities that I could see bringing us into the future, then that person I might have would wait a little bit longer.
You can gauge that. You can tell. They can tell that in the first few seconds they see you. They know. They know. What I've been saying, hello, my name is Mr. Gump. I know who you are, Mr. Gump. She knew. She knew this dude wasn't the guy that matched her imprint, but she still did it anyway. And no accountability. She blaming everybody else too. She blaming everybody else.
It's a lot of. I feel like you knew y'all weren't on the same page before you walked down the aisle. So why'd you do it? What was the
That's
reason?
a lot of pressure.
Okay.
When a man proposes to a woman, that's a lot. And in front of people,
I don't want to let my community down.
Blaming everybody else. Blaming everybody else. And again, I truly believe some of you dudes really think y'all can just nice your way into unconditional love. You're going to do that in front of everybody. You're just going to be a nice guy. She's not going to leave. I'm just going to be so nice to her that she's not going to leave.
A woman isn't attracted to, a nice guy who the woman isn't attracted to and who she never considered being with, finally wore her the down until she said, ugh, fine, I guess. Because the attractive ones are putting me into a crazy, anxious cycle. Because the attractive ones are putting me into a crazy, anxious cycle. Yes. Because the attractive ones are putting me into a crazy, anxious cycle.
Why are they all saying the same thing, y'all? Why are they all saying the same thing? They are all drinking from the same spiritual well of Babylon. You are who you fornicate with. You guys do not want to accept this reality, and it's costing you. And your kids are suffering because you're lying to yourself. You gotta be in the spirit of delusion to even deal with these broads. I'm thoroughly convinced. You gotta have a certain level of delusion. You gotta be on that frequency to even freaking remotely deal with these women. The nice guy, Mr. who does everything society says, Mr. Good Man, does everything society says, don't know who the hell he is. I'm just gonna be a good little worker ant. I'm gonna love her and just.
And now that woman is bored and sexually unfulfilled. The anxious cycle. And now that woman is bored and sexually unfulfilled. Cycle. And now that woman is bored and sexually unfulfilled. But she's secure. At least she has that. Emotional security. The most important element for a woman to have to ensure success in a romantic partnership.
That's still not enough. That's still not. Does she sound excited about that as well? At least she has that. Well, I tell you, man. Again, Proverbs called it better to be in the corner of an addict to be in a house with this. But you dudes think you ain't shit without a woman. You think you're less than without a woman. And I gotta blame you guys for hyping up sex and all this so much that these dudes, when they get a woman, they just, oh my God, I'm in love with them. Man, they see you guys coming a mile away because they all are fornicating with a certain element. Then, like I said again, the spirit of delusion reduced to a loaf of bread, the loaf of bread programming. I ain't shit without a woman, and these women are gone, bro. And this is why you cannot take them serious. I'm gonna have more to do because again, this is dudes are marrying these women up by the millions, man. And they all expiring. They all expire within like the same window, bro. It's kind of wild out here, bro. That is wild. Ain't no kind of.
This was beautiful.
What? And in front of people?
I don't want to let my community down. They thought this was beautiful.
What? Like, I gotta say yes. After that situation, I'm gonna tell you what you don't want to hear. Because someone should have told me.
Oh.
And I'm not gonna put that responsibility on them. But if someone would have been like, hey girl, you're not even happy right now.
He was happy.
Yeah.
Man.
And that makes it harder.
Yeah.
You know, because you're like, you have someone that loves you. But at the end of the day, love is not enough.
Operated with an emergency breakthrough from your sister. Samson and Sheila, Mama felt, shut up, bitch.
No matter what you do, your woman is mad at you. If you work all the time, you work all the time, you ain't never home, you always leaving me. I hate this shit. If you home all the time, why you all up under me? Let me get some fucking room to breathe. Damn, stop sweating me. I hate this shit. If you make more money than her, well, fuck you. I want to make decisions too. You ain't my fucking daddy. I don't need you to take care of me. I hate this shit. If she makes more money than you broke motherfucker. You never had no fucking money. Fuck this shit. I don't want to make all these decisions. I need to be taken care of. I hate this shit. I can't take it. And the number one reason your woman's always mad, fellas, the number one reason your woman is pissed the fuck off, because you ain't her first choice.
That's all it is, man. You're not her first choice. This is why this matters. Have sex in your 20s. Have a good time. Get imprinted by the man that she wants. He shits on her head, kicks her to the curb. They never, ever, ever recover from that. And you dudes want to put them up on pedestals and put them in the wife position, bro.
Actually reduce her to a calm freak. So if she can't get to him, she'll slip him in, and then that's where the jackrabbits and all the different size penises and dildos come in, because she's remembering and trying to recapture that experience. So you just about to say, you don't want to let everybody hit that bottom. You don't want to let everybody spank you and talk to you all kind of ways, because women, especially when that man pull it back, won't give you the penis no more, women will be all in the bed at night trying to sleep, tossing and turning, they dreaming about it. Lord have mercy, they wake up out their sleep because they dreamt the man done did. Man pull it back, won't give you the penis no more. Women will be all in the bed at night trying to sleep, tossing and turning, they dreaming about it. Because women, especially when that man pull it back, won't give you the penis no more. Women will be all in the bed at night trying to sleep, tossing and turning, they dreaming about it.
Does that sound like she don't enjoy sex? That sounds, to me, you know what that sounds like? An incel who jerks off to porn all the time. That's what that sounds like, but they gaslight you, men, and make y'all think that y'all are hornballs. They like it just as much as y'all. Us, I should say. They like it just that much, but y'all are dealing with women who you're not their first choice. Dudes want to cultivate anger. You too busy thinking you ain't shit without a woman, lusting after them, chasing after them, and they getting knocked up and imprinted by guys who do not think like you. And especially nowadays, it's worse because they have access to these phones and stuff. You guys are marrying other men's wives. They like it just as much, if not more. You could make a case they like it more. All the power tools, all that, they like it more. The problem is you dudes are dealing with women who don't like you. And we're about to get to a solution where you can at least try to save yourself from this, but you're not going to do it because it's going to cost you the woman. It's going to cost you the woman. That's why y'all want to be up front and tell them it is what it is. And set these rules, principles, and standards up front. It's gonna cost me the woman. I already know, because you dudes will call a woman wifey just because she looks good. Y'all will say she's a wifey material just because she looks good, bro.
Lord have mercy, they wake up out their sleep because they dreamt the man done did this to somebody else.
Dreaming about the guy. Fiending for the guy. Just like you dudes be fiending for they touch, want them to touch on your balls and all that shit. They like it just as much, but y'all are dealing with women who've already been tainted, who've already been bound to other men. But y'all don't believe in God. It's just sex. That's how they get you. That's how they get you, bro. We got you.
And the thought of that, you know, is devastating. That woman heart get to beating fast, blood pressure go up, she can't
Guys, does it sound like they don't like sex? Does it sound like they don't like the male touch?
hardly catch her breath. Just to think about that man them rationed that out and laid that out for somebody else and bent them over and talked to them too and spanked them. Having the PhDs and master degrees to put on my wall in academia, but I have a master degree in being played by men, used by men, told everything I want to hear to get me in them positions. And I am, to be honest with you, I'm just gonna be real about it. I'm very upset by being made a fool out of.
They don't ever forget that. They don't ever forget that. That's why they always searching for something more. Because the guy that they want will not take them seriously. And then Mr. Nice Guy, I'm going to nice my way into unconditional love. It doesn't work like that. And this woman talking about some dealing with pieces of shit. And now I'm pushing 30. And that's you. This stretched out, ran through vagina, acting like she's doing you a favor. Again, 99%. The programming's here. It's bigger than me. We're past this, man. I just like to point it out. Going to have more to do in the future because, again, it is what it is, man. There is a solution how you can combat this, but again, you're not going to want to do it because it's going to cost you the woman.
Marriage is an old concept. Don't do it.
Why would you be getting married to a woman who's already given her body away outside of the will of the Most High anyway? The fact that you're willing to do that after she's already been in the streets getting throttled, it's all ass backwards anyway. So it's destined to fail. Walking around here with a white dress on, that represents purity. These women ain't pure. You got to be in the level of delusion to even consider this.
Get a contract where both of y'all decide together what y'all gonna do with each other in case this sucker ass union goes sour. And if you eat hoes, or if you look happy, it's gonna go sour.
Dudes aren't gonna do that. Why? Because they are viewing you as a human wallet. She don't like you like that, and they're not going to go through with it. And you dudes, it's going to cost me the woman. I already know. It's going to cost me the woman. That's why most of y'all can't be yourselves. You can't be up front. You got to be on the spirit of delusion. It's just like she is. You're not going to do that up front because it kills romance. It's not romantic. It's going to cost me the woman. It's going to cost you the woman being Mr. Nice Guy. It is what it is, bro. The imprint strikes again. The imprint strikes again. It's just sex. There is no God. It's just music. The imprint strikes again, bro. The dudes don't want to hear this because, again, I don't want to question her past. It was like that. It was before I met her, and I don't want to. Okay, your kids are suffering because of this. There's another one. We're gonna have more because I'm never gonna write a material at this point. Because again, we got social media, we got these podcasts, and they love bumping their gums. And this woman is up here smiling, thinking it's funny. And this dude proposed to her in front of a bunch of people, and she was gone. Who the hell are you, gentlemen? Again, we need that affection, that touch, that physical affirmation, that feeling of I love you, you love me. We need that energy, okay? And again, I know y'all do that because y'all try to project that onto me about when I talk about not having sex, man. You better learn how to love that man in the mirror and not be so thirsty out here. Again, I know it's a road less traveled. It's not popular, and again, it is what it is. But hey, man, that's just my take on it. Again, another one. We're gonna have more. Tired of hearing me talking about it, you can click off because I like breaking this down. I like being vindicated. Me personally, the whole not having a sex thing, I said before, I'll say it again, I've always been able to sense this. It's on a spiritual scale. I thought I was crazy because so many women are connected to this. So many men are connected to this immoral, you moral motherfuckers. They all connected to it, man, because we all fuck the same hoes. What my godless Joy Taylor say?
I'm less and less interested in religious men, if I'm being honest with you. You hit me with the man of God thing, and I'm just saying, if that's the first thing that you bring to the table, it's a red flag for me. I'm not saying that if you believe in God that you are a red flag. I also don't give a fuck. So just tell somebody else about it.
You moral motherfuckers. This ain't an accident, y'all. This is not an accident. You ethical, moral mother suckers.
The fuck around here jerking off every night with my ethicals? Oh, fuck that bullshit. So you goddamn right. I'ma keep screaming their ass on until I goddamn they put me in the ground. You goddamn right. Moral motherfuckers.
Is that moral? Is that ethical what she's doing? I'll just play this one real quick. I just popped out. What did she say? Where is it at? Where is it at?
High body count for women is not a good thing. That's what they say, right? High body count, not good, not good. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. But I will tell you one thing. Why are you telling them your body count?
Spiritual discernment, gentlemen. Asking body count is pointless. And again, if you're dealing with one past 28, it's pretty much safe to assume her bottoming knocked out. I mean, what? Come on, y'all. Let's stop being delusional out here, man.
Are you in an interrogation? What's happening? What's happening that you're so liberal with your life and your past? Have some mystery, have some mystique, baby. If you choose to go on the train of sleeping with every man and then you regret it, just don't tell anyone.
Let's operate in deceit and lies. Does that sound familiar? Moral motherfuckers. Does that sound ethical? Guys, they're connected. They're all connected. They're all drinking from the same spiritual well. She's operating in deceit. Move accordingly. You can see this. You can spot this immediately, just like they can spot the normie men, see normie 80%ers. You can see the 304s. I can see them a mile away. I can read them like an open book. No words need to be said. The problem is you dudes are romantic. You're lonely. You're thirsty, and you got the hot box tunnel vision, and you're gonna block all that out. And then be making MGTOW videos, thumbing your nose at me because I was smart enough to avoid this. Talking about not having sex, huh?
You don't have to go on the train of mystery. Have some mystique, baby. If you choose to go on the train of sleeping with every man and then you regret it, just don't tell anyone. You don't have to. No one will know.
These godless women don't understand this, bro. Yes, you can. You can tell. You can tell. This woman's a cummed up white woman, by the way. You can. It was an older clip. I like so you can see it in her eyes. She's gone. This stuff is obvious, man. Asking the body count is pointless. Trust your gut. Connect to the all. Connect to the universe. Trust your spider sense. You'll see him coming a mile away. She's operating in deceit. And one of my subs say it's troublesome whenever a woman makes you think that she likes you. But you're pursuing her. You're making advances to her. Like you're chasing her. You can. That's deceit. This is lies. She's already that before you approached her. Your spider sense should already be ringing. Your alarm bells should be going off before you shouldn't even be approaching them because you should be able to smell that on them a mile away. But again, you got hot box tunnel vision. That little head is outweighing the big head. You're going to overlook these things. She's operating in deceit right off the rip. And again, said before, I'll say it again. You coming outside with that shit on your face, you're already operating in the spirit of deceit. This is my opinion. That's why I don't take them seriously with that shit on their head, that stuff on their face. You're already operating in lies. And again, I'm all kinds of pieces of crap. Previous channel got taken down because I talk like this. They want you guys in the spirit of delusion, man. Your kids are suffering. Your kids are suffering.
Okay. Now, probably a better solution is to be more decisive with who you sleep with. I agree with that. If you watch my channel, you will know that.
Be decisive who you sleep with. Once the bottom's been knocked out, it's over. And again, they're all sleeping with a small percentage of men. So, I think Coach said that. They don't count the miscellaneous dick. They only count the penises that give them orgasms. They don't count the miscellaneous. They don't count condoms. So again, these women are done. They're done. They're done. The only woman that's going to apply to is a virgin. And again, I say before I say it again, that's an 80% success rate.
Because we don't let anybody in. We don't just let anybody in. I'm very big on that. But if we've made that mistake, who's asking you? Who is asking you? You don't always have to be honest.
Operating in the spirit of deception. Is that moral? Is that ethical? They're already that before you approach. They see you coming a mile away, bro. It is what it is, man. Hey, man, what do y'all want from me, bro? What do y'all want from me? I know. Where my boy at? I know.
Why you pulling me? I'm right.
It is what it is. I like critiquing this, man. I like connecting the dots, man. Again, another one, checked all the boxes, nice guy, wore her down, and it ain't enough. It ain't enough. I need something more. Love isn't enough. There you go, man. You can't fake this, man. The body remembers. They're bound to another man, no amount of lobster or champagne or niceness. You can't fuck them into submission. You can't make them do anything, man. Get some rules, principles, and standards. That's for you. More than likely, you're going to chase them off. Like Vito did the other day, you're going to chase them off. The majority of these women will run from you because they're all under the spirit of romance, the spirit of delusion. So much so they think they can bring that Pookie imprinted, Ted Bundy imprinted vagina in front of you and just act like they doing you a favor. It is what it is. Hey, man. Hey, the milk's been spilled. The die has been cast. All you can do is move accordingly. I am out, good peoples. Laters.